Live from the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, this is News 3 Now special coverage of the Republican National Convention.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Live at 4. We are live in Milwaukee. It is day 3 of the Republican National Convention.
And here's a live look at the floor of the convention as we are just under 2 hours away from the start of tonight's speeches, where former House Speaker Newt Gingrich, Donald Trump Jr. and VP nominee J.D. Vance are all expected to speak. Eric Franke and Charlotte DeLeste have moved from their usual spot to inside Fiserv Forum, where tonight's speeches are to be held. Let's check in with them. How's it going down there?
Well, Brady and Susan, we got a chance really to see the grounds, wide perspective of what happens here at the Republican National Convention for the first time a little while ago, walking from our normal perch at the Baird Center, not too far from here, but we really got to see the chaos and the excitement that surrounds an event like this.
We got the lay of the land, and we got to see Media Row. We ran into Laura Trump, Eric Trump. So, and now
even the former president was here briefly for a walkthrough. Former President Trump walked through a couple hours ago. And
so now we're here in Fiserv, and we're here during all the sound checks, and it is really pretty amazing and quite massive in here. And you can already feel the energy buzzing in here, and the events haven't even started.
Yeah, and this is a big night as well for J.D. Vance, as we talked about, and he's going to really introduce himself, be introduced to the world tonight. The vice presidential nominee, Brady also mentioned, Donald Trump Jr. will speak. Folks like Newt Gingrich, Doug Burgum, the governor of North Dakota, will also speak tonight. So a lot of faces that maybe some people do know Burgum from the primary, but all in all, this is J.D. Vance's night in the spotlight. Like we said, he will take the stage tonight, and our political reporter Will Keneally now has more on how Republicans overall are reacting to this nomination of J.D. Vance. Will?
Hey, Eric and Charlotte. So we're down just a couple floors below you here on the floor of the Fiserv Forum, and we're certainly waiting here. You can hear the sound check behind me in preparation for J.D. Vance to speak later tonight. Again, he's former President Donald Trump pick to be the VP nominee for this fall's ballot. Now, I spoke with the Wisconsin congressional delegation, including Janesville Congressman Brian Stile, about that pick. He's generally encouraged, he says, to have another Midwest senator on the ballot. Take a listen.
There's a lot of similarities between Wisconsin and Ohio. In particular, we've seen historically manufacturing jobs leave both of our states. We've seen the ability to turn the tide on that, put policies in place that can grow jobs here in the Midwest, here in Wisconsin, and in his home state of Ohio. I think it's a great addition to the ticket.
Yeah, so we expect to hear from Vance during the speaker portion of this evening. He'll headlight later tonight, and as you can hear behind me, they're still getting ready, preparations here for that sound check. So we'll continue to keep you updated throughout the evening, but for now, reporting from the floor of the Fiserv Forum, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Will. Well, with all of our RNC coverage this week, we've been hearing a lot of conservative perspectives from delegates, visitors, and leaders here in Milwaukee. And now we are turning to some of the local voices in Madison to hear a more moderate or democratic outlooks on the convention. With Wisconsin being such a significant swing state for the 2024 election, many eyes are on the RNC in Milwaukee to see how the convention is going. Some people believe the convention will raise Republican votes within the state of Wisconsin, while others see the event as an isolated group of like-minded individuals. We found 2 cyclists who biked from Milwaukee to Madison on Wednesday. Now, each of them identify with a different political party, but both agree the convention will galvanize Republicans through their idolization of former President Trump.
The whole candidacy of Trump is all about him, and it's all about he being an icon and he being the only person in the Republican that could lead the Republican Party. That's bad.
But there's no one talking about the deficit, who's paying for Social Security, who's going to pay for Medicare. There's no one looking at the real issues.
Right, not even Trump.
Right,
he doesn't even talk about that, and that's what the Republicans should be talking about.
The Republican National Convention wraps up tomorrow, and of course, we will be here. As for the Democrats, their party's convention is August 19th through the 22nd in Chicago, and we will be there as well.
The two rally-goers who were injured in the assassination attempt on former President Trump have been upgraded today from critical to serious condition. That's according to the hospital where they are both being treated. The Department of Homeland Security's Inspector General has ordered an investigation into the planning of Saturday's rally. Meanwhile, President Biden has said he is also trying to determine how the shooter was able to get around the security measures put in place by the Secret Service. Well, it is beautiful weather here in Milwaukee. There's like a little crispness in the air today.
The humidity is gone.
It's completely gone, and it is it's the same way in Madison. It's a beautiful night for concerts on the square downtown, and that is where we find Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Hi, Alex.
Hey, Susan. Hey, Brady. Yes, it is gorgeous downtown here in Madison. The best out of all of the concerts on the square. Forecast that we've had. I was telling Joe, our CEO, that it's going to be picture perfect tonight. Cannot beat this as our community quilt starts to build out here with temperatures right now, current conditions with our Edgewater Capital Skycam, 72 degrees. Look at that dew point. That's a measure of moisture. When it's in the lower 50s, that's the good stuff. That feels nice and comfortable. Actually, 72 in Madison, 75 in Middleton, 75 in Wanakee, 77 in Verona. So a little bit warmer to the west of Madison. We got a 78 in the Wisconsin River Valley and Boscobel, 71 to the north in Camp Douglas and our friends in Janesville, 77 degrees, just a couple puffy cumulus clouds, no cold air funnel clouds reported today. Like we had those unexpected showers with those few brief little funnel cloud spin-ups yesterday. Nothing like that today. If you're going to join us, Josh Sprider and I are here live, concerts on the square tonight. You've got this up against for a forecast. Temperatures in the 70s for the start of the show. By the end of the show, temperatures will be actually a little bit on the cooler side. You might want to consider bringing a jacket as our temperatures will dip down into the lower 60s. Picture perfect through the rest of this week. Coming up in Maine weather, I'm going to track when that next rain chance enters our forecast. But we have a lot more coming up live at 4, continued RNC coverage and live down here at Concerts on the Square. We'll be right back.
Nobody wants to replace the roof, but these days many roofs are only lasting 10 to 15 years, costing you tens of thousands of dollars. RoofMax makes your roof like new by strengthening and rejuvenating it. RoofMax treatments, started early enough, can extend the life of your roof by 15 years or more. And even if you think your roof is at the end of its life, 90% of the time, RoofMax can extend the life of your roof by 5 years at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. So give us a call and we'll give you a free assessment to see if your roof qualifies.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Let our expert sales staff guide you to your perfect Purple. And rest easy knowing it's backed by our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salon Paws. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salon Paws. It's good medicine.
Empire makes it so easy that you just don't need to shop around.
Real customers share their stories about Empire today.
Everything from the beginning to the end of the process was perfect. It only took 3 days from start to finish. Their installation was unbelievable. I am so glad that we chose Empire. Everything that we need to get it done and get it done right. The new flooring just changes your whole house.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Owning my own home is nice. You can just come home knowing that it's yours. It's a sense of pride, sense of ownership, and enjoying it with everyone I love and care for.
Make a lasting impact on local families in need. Please donate today.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Get
an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Shop our huge in-stock selection of Mastercraft doors or design your door your way in-store and on Menards.com. This interior door system is $119.99 after rebate. Save big on window images, blinds, and shades. Plus, get them cut to width for free in-store. Vinyl blinds start at $11.99 each after 11% rebate at Menards. America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
Thank you for staying with us, and welcome back to Madison. And it is a picture-perfect day to get outside and listen to some music. Our Josh Sprider's in downtown Madison and has more on what concert goers can expect for tonight's Concerts on the Square lineup. Josh, how is it out there?
Hey, Jalen, I think I got the luck of the draw, week 4, and it is a beautiful evening here on the square, so plenty of time to come out here and plop your blanket down, save that spot for concerts later tonight. Joe Lanus is joining us. Boy, Joe, another great week here. We've been so lucky and fortunate this year.
Yeah, it's, thank you, Alex, for making this happen. Far from last year, but we're 4-4, which is, it helps with the sleep, that's for sure.
Oh, it certainly does. So today we're talking about a trumpet extravaganza. This is going to be super special for you.
Yeah, our principal trumpet, Matt Onstad, is teaming up with Andy Ballio, the principal trumpet of the Baltimore Symphony, which is also a Wisconsin Music Orchestra alum right here in Madison. So we have 2 locals playing tonight, and just some amazing music from them and these trumpet concertos.
You know, we're reaching the halfway point here in the season, and how has the summer been so far here in 2024?
It's been great. I mean, you mentioned the weather. It's always nice when you get a Wednesday concert. We've had great crowds this summer. I think Andrew's done a phenomenal job with the programming. We've had varied programs all week. And just a really good energy. People are excited to be out here. They're excited to support the Chamber Orchestra, and they're excited to experience one of the treasures of Madison.
You know, if people are wanting to come out, this is the time to do it. And, you know, still plenty of time to come out here and put your blanket down.
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. We have about 3 hours to downbeat. There's still plenty of room to come down, plenty of parking. You know, every minute it seems another blanket or 2 or 3 gets filled in. But there's still plenty of time to come down and get ready for this concert.
Awesome. Well, Joe, thank you so much. We want to get the chief meteorologist,
Yes.
Alex Harrington. And boy, this forecast is beautiful. I got lucky.
I tried my best in putting the order in for today's forecast. A lot better than these past couple weekends where we've been in the middle 80s and a decent amount of humidity. Nothing like that if you're coming downtown. I'd consider bringing maybe a little bit of a warmer attire. You might want a light jacket, maybe some pants like I'm wearing this time. I'm not sweating this one out downtown right now with temperatures at 72 degrees right now. Beautiful image here at our Capitol Skycam, which is just right behind me here. The dew point, that's a measure of moisture. I only bring it up when you need to bring it up. And you need to bring it up today because it's in the low 50s. That's refreshing. Just a few days ago, we were seeing dew points in the upper 70s, which is almost downright oppressive. 72 in Madison, 77 in Verona to the west, popular number in Mount Horeb as well. A little warmer to the west over southwestern Wisconsin at a 78 degrees in Boscobel, and a nice refreshing 70 in Juneau, and how about 77 in Janesville right now. Temperatures here for Concerts on the Square as we move through the evening will be at 70 at the start of the show. By the end of the show, temperatures dipping down into the 60s. So if you don't bring a little bit warmer clothes, just bring an extra blanket. You'll do fine and dandy down here in the temperature department. Well, we've got some changes coming on the way, but we've got a picture-perfect forecast now through the end of the week. But by the time we get to the weekend, late in the weekend, we're going to enter a rain chance come Sunday. And that rain chance is going to be a daily rain chance that lasts all week. Tonight, again, at the end of the show, temperatures right around 65 degrees. That'll be common across all of southern Wisconsin. We'll dip down into the low to mid 50s. So that's going to be a chilly one. Open up the windows, turn the AC off if you want to give the AC a break. Another beautiful day as we carry forth into Thursday. High temperatures in the low to mid 70s. We'll do about 76 degrees at 7 o'clock Thursday night. So 24 hours from the start of the show tonight, we'll be in the lower 70s. So another gorgeous night to be outdoors. Fast forwarding to the weekend here, first to let you know what kind of weather can you expect Saturday, what kind of weather can you expect on Sunday. How about an 80 on Saturday? I think that sounds pretty good. A beautiful day, humidity levels will start to inch up as we go into the latter part of the weekend, and then that brings that shower and storm chance as we head towards Sunday. at 81. Winds will be pretty light over this weekend as well. We'll take that temperature trend here. Look at our 76 on Thursday. That's quite a bit below normal for this time of year. I can't say recently that we've been below normal for an extensive period of time. We'll stay below normal until we get a little bit further into the weekend. Normal highs are right around 82 degrees for the middle to the end of July. And it's not until we get into next week where we're going to be at normal. But with that, we're going to feature that increase in the humidity again. And with that's going to come shower and thunderstorm chances. And as you take note here, looking further out Sunday, going into Monday, Tuesday, that's where we bring that daily 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Not expecting all-day washouts, but that daily chance for just about everybody in southern Wisconsin has the opportunity to get wet. And looking at the muggy meter, I know you don't want probably that humidity back, at least if you don't like that hot, humid stuff. Some people do. And if you want that, well, it's coming back. By the time we get into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, those dew points will creep back into the middle 60s, which is on the humid side. At least it won't be tropical feeling. Looking at that 10-day forecast, dry through the end of the week, dry through Saturday. That chance of showers and thunderstorms enters Sunday. And again, I don't want folks to think the entire forecast all next week is going to be a washout. It will be daily shower and storm chances with the best chances with the heat of the day, which would be in the afternoon and the evening hours. Back to you folks in the studio, live downtown here for Concerts on the Square. Alex Harrington on a gorgeous evening.
All right, well, sounds good. Thank you, Alex and Josh. Back to more local news right now. A jury is deliberating in the sexual assault trial of a former pastor accused of inappropriately touching a girl. Moments ago, both sides delivered closing statements in the case of 61-year-old Robert Stein, who is facing 2 felony charges of first-degree child sexual assault. The case was first brought forward in 2023, referring to the 2019 incident when Stein was serving as a pastor at Midvale Baptist Church in Madison. Stein was running a child care facility through the church at the time. Throughout his testimony, Stein continued to say that he had no particular memories of the young girl.
Did you ever in any way make any contact with her that was sexual in nature?
No, sir. The alleged victim took to the stand Tuesday in front of the jury, claiming Stein had done inappropriate sexual acts to her. Other witnesses took to the stand, and they include family members of the girl, staff members of the church, and a detective. An update from the crash in Boston that we told you about this morning. One person is dead following that rollover crash. It happened around 6 a.m. on Highway I-90. State Patrol says it was only one vehicle involved in the crash. One person died and another was injured. Troopers are continuing their investigation. There's more to come at Live at 4. There are hundreds of reporters from around the world covering the RNC this week. We head back to Milwaukee, where we talk to a journalist who is being a little bit creative with her coverage. Next at 4.
Madison Magazine's Summer Restaurant Week is here. Over 40 restaurants will showcase 3-course meals from $30. Plus, enjoy the perfect pairings with wine and more from Delicato Family Wines and Frederick Wildman & Sons. Check our online guide on MadisonMagazine.com to see which places offer takeout and dine-in. Save the dates, July 21st through 26th. Madison Magazine's Summer Restaurant Week, where good times and great meals come together. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, and supporting sponsor, Roth Cheese.
When you need to relax and recharge your body and mind, retreat to the comfort of stressless furniture at the Century House. Designed to harmonize with the natural movements of your body, it's where true comfort begins and every day should end. Get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 spent and $200 off 4 dining chairs at the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
When it's hot, all you want is some relief. Relief from the heat outside, relief from sleepless nights, and relief from big electric bills. Even your air conditioning unit needs some relief. So when you wrap your home with our premium injection foam, it's like putting your entire house in a cooler. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
My mental health was better, but uncontrollable movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, started disrupting my day.
TD felt embarrassing. I
I felt like disconnecting. I asked my doctor about treating my TD and learned about Ingrezza.
Ingrezza is clinically proven for reducing TD. Most people saw results in just 2 weeks. People taking Ingrezza can stay on most mental health meds. Only #1 prescribed Ingrezza has simple dosing for TD. Always 1 pill once daily. Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, behaviors, feelings, or have thoughts of suicide. Don't take Ingrezza if you're allergic to its ingredients. Ingrezza may cause serious side effects including angioedema, potential heart rhythm problems, and abnormal movements. Report fevers, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these may be life-threatening. Sleepiness is the most common side effect.
Take control by asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
I'm 82. 86.
90 years young.
Eric Hovde thinks people like us shouldn't be able to vote.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Son, I've served this country. I think I can handle a ballot. What a jerk.
Eric Hovde, I'm fully aware of whom I'm voting for, and it won't be you.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
Thousands of journalists from all over the world are here in Milwaukee covering the Republican National Convention. And what's interesting is seeing all of the different approaches to how people are covering this event.
That's right. We met a Madison native who is trying to find the lighter side a little bit, maybe attract some younger voters. Kristen Bry is a content creator. She is a columnist for the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, and she's a radio host on WTMJ, right? And we sat down with her to talk a little bit about how she is covering the RNC.
I'm doing a lot of different things. So I am a video columnist at Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, where I do social media content and then corresponding articles that give, it's called My Take, which is pretty self-explanatory. So it's usually my take on Wisconsin politics. And then I also have a radio show with WTMJ 620 AM. So we are in this building doing our show every day from 1 to 3 downstairs. So, and then on my own, I am also just trying to make content this week. And this is kind of a once-in-a-life opportunity as far as getting access, getting media access to all the different rooms and people. And I've never been to a political convention before, so trying to just take it in and create content.
The nice thing about you never being at a political convention is you are showing people this experience for the very first time. And even in difficult times, sometimes a little bit of a sense of humor helps. You could talk about, I don't know, the heat and the security and the...
Self-deprecation goes very far. It really, really does. And so that's still one of the things I think I am going to do is I'm going to create a scavenger hunt.
Oh, great.
And things that different point systems. So like if I get a celebrity, that's going to be like 15 points.
So I consolidated all the suggestions I got across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I threw out the offensive one, and I came up with the following rules. I'll put things to find into the following categories: people, attire, and miscellaneous. Then I assign different points to each thing based loosely on how hard I think it will be to find that thing. The challenge is whether or not I can get to 100 points by the end of the convention.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and this is kind of, you never know what you're going to get. You had mentioned, like before Saturday, after Saturday, anything can happen and that can change. So you have to be able to pivot and meet the moment.
Well, you guys know that, right? As far as the spontaneity, improv ability, the flexibility that goes into being responsive in the media is you can't, especially when you do a daily show, you can't necessarily plan too far out because the news happens today. And so being able to respond to that is really important.
Where can people find your content?
So people can find me at Kristen Bry, KRISTINBREY. You can find me at Milwaukee Journal Sentinel for My Take, and you can find Spanning the State at WTMJ.com.
Now, you're a Madison native.
I am.
Milwaukee.
Go Regions.
I hope your parents in Madison are watching this.
Yeah, so I went to Madison West, and we actually just had our 20-year reunion. I was just in Madison celebrating that. Less awkward than everyone thought it was going to be. But yeah, so I grew up it's not even the West Side anymore, because I feel like Madison's a lot bigger than when I grew up. But yeah, so I have a very big soft spot for Madison.
Good. And I bet everyone's proud of you and seeing all that you've done.
I hope so.
Yeah, maybe you can grill them when you get back.
Yeah.
Are you proud of me?
Do you listen to my show?
Kristen, great to meet you. Have a great convention.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so much.
I did see Kristen downstairs earlier today doing one of her, like 15 jobs that she has.
Exactly.
She's busy.
She scratched a couple of things off of the scavenger hunt, by the way. She did find somebody wearing a Packers jersey. That was one. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To see all the fun things here.
There's
just to have the lighter side of it.
Yeah, you need that. You need that to balance the serious stuff in the world. So it was a pleasure talking with her.
And look her up on all of the platforms. She's really big on TikTok.
Yeah.
I know that. She's very funny. It's good stuff.
I agree. Yeah. Never know what you're going to get from us here. Well, coming up, a look ahead at what we will see on stage tonight at the RNC.
And we'll take a look at the shift in the Republican Party. We'll talk about that next on Live at 4, live from Milwaukee at the Republican National Convention.
Hi, I'm Joe Lanus, Chief Executive Officer for the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. For the second year in a row, we're excited to bring Building the Community Beat, a video series developed to unite brands who have a shared passion and mission for bringing the community together through music. The Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra's mission of strengthening communities for all people of all ages and abilities is central to everything we do, and it comes out each and every week during Concerts on the Square, where we have up to 40 or 50,000 people experiencing free live music.
Quartz is always looking for new opportunities to reach the communities that we serve. We do this by sponsoring events and partnering with organizations that are in alignment with our efforts to improve health outcomes and advance health equity.
Choosing your healthcare provider is personal. That's why we work to deliver health insurance offerings that support you and your provider in your healthcare journey. Our purpose at Quartz is to ignite the power to create a life well lived. One of the ways that we do that is working with Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra so that we can participate with you in the joy of building community together.
What many people might not know is that I graduated with a flute performance minor and played in the chamber orchestra in the city I lived for many, many years. So when I moved to Madison and had an opportunity to take my family to Concerts on the Square, I loved it. It was a wonderful opportunity to share that part of my personal passion with the community and with my family in particular. My personal passion for Concerts on the Square is really special because Quartz shares that passion. It's a wonderful opportunity for all of us to remain connected, and we look forward to many more years of partnership and community connection.
Concerts on the Square has been part of the Madison cultural landscape for the past 40 years. Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra is so excited to bring it forward with partnerships like Quartz that ensure that it continues to happen.
You can get sizzling savings of 29% off during Fry Construction's hot summer sale. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 4 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our hot summer sale. Save 29% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing or siding project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Live from the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, this is News 3 Now special coverage of the Republican National Convention.
Welcome back to Live at 4 from Milwaukee. You're taking a live look at the RNC floor as we are just about an hour and a half away from the third night of speeches that are taking place tonight.
It's going to be a big night here. Some of tonight's speakers include former counselor to the president, Kellyanne Conway, Donald Trump Jr., and vice presidential nominee, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance. Our political reporter Will Keneally is on the floor in the Fiserv Forum with more on what we can expect tonight from J.D. Vance's speech. Will?
That's right. So we're expecting, we've been talking about themes all week. So the theme for tonight is Make America Strong Again. So we could see that manifest in immigration, which is something that Republicans have been talking a lot this campaign, something that they think that can sway voters on. Like you mentioned before, we'll hear some big headliners, more from the Trump family with Don Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle, and certainly with J.D. Vance as a headliner there. We'll also hear from some Southern representatives, Matt Gaetz, Texas Governor Greg Abbott. And again, as we've been talking to some of the Wisconsin delegation about that pick for VP J.D. Vance, they say they're encouraged by it, certainly. They're excited for him on the ticket, and they think it'll be a positive impact for Wisconsin voters here to have a Midwesterner who understands Midwestern issues, kind of Rust Belt issues, on the ticket as well. So we'll continue to keep it updated throughout the evening, but for now, we will turn to our Kyle Pazorski. He spoke with Republicans today about the shift from old school to new school conservatism. Kyle, what are we hearing?
Well, today I spent my time here outside of Pfizer Forum talking to delegates about the shift in the Republican Party that we've seen since Donald Trump's first campaign back in 2016. I heard from both the old and new school members of the party, some who have been lifelong Republicans dating back to the time of Reagan, others only recently becoming politically involved with the rise of the MAGA movement. One of those is Juan Carlos Porras, a congressman from Florida, winning an election in his district back in 2022. Here is what he had to say about the party shift.
See all these other Congress people like Congressman Gaetz, Congressman Anna Paulina Luna, Byron Donalds, who's also from Florida. I mean, we're kind of the model for conservative leadership right now, and a lot of them are under the age of 40. So hopefully we see more young people get involved in politics.
If you don't know, Congressman Porras is the youngest elected official in Florida, a clear sign that there is a movement towards a new generation of Republicans. Now, as I said before, I did talk to plenty of delegates today here outside of Pfizer Forum, and we will hear from a lot more of them coming up later tonight at 6. Susan and Brady.
Well, the Biden-Harris campaign says the Trump-Vance administration would pose a threat to women and especially reproductive rights.
J.D. Vance is an anti-choice politician whose views on reproductive freedom and women's rights would take us back decades. He supports a nationwide ban on abortion and criticizes exceptions for rape, incest survivors, saying 2 wrongs don't make a right. In fact, he called rape and incest inconvenient. And he wants women to stay in violent marriages.
CBS News has learned that 3 dates have been set for a debate between Vance and Kamala Harris. They will be July 23rd, August 12th, and August 13th.
Federal prosecutors are moving to drop an obstruction charge against some accused January 6th U.S. Capitol rioters. The obstruction of an official proceeding charge accused them of deliberately trying to stop the certification of the 2020 election results. The move to drop the charge comes after last month's U.S. Supreme Court ruling that narrowed how the prosecution can use the charge. The justices ruled it can only apply to impairing or destroying evidence, such as documents. In the wake of the High Court's decision, defendants could seek to have their convictions, sentences, or plea deals on the count vacated. Former President Trump has said if he's elected in November, he will stop the January 6th prosecutions and issue pardons.
Now we head back to Madison for tonight's Concerts on the Square. Boy, they have just hit the jackpot with the weather.
What a day to be outside. And Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is outside in downtown with more on our forecast. Alex, how is it?
Yeah, Susan, Brady, this is about as best of the weather that you can get for Concerts on the Square. Low 70s, low humidity. Compare this to the past couple of weeks, past couple of Wednesdays where we've had temperatures in the mid-80s. It's been a bit on the humid side. No sweating tonight for anybody who is watching the performance, and certainly for the performers as well, as Joe was mentioning a little bit earlier in the show. Right now we've got 72 beautiful degrees here in Madison. That dew point is a refreshing low 53 degrees. Compare that to dew points pushing 80 these past few days, which were the fuel for all of those storms, that busy period of time that we've had No rain in the forecast tonight. No rain in the forecast for days. So farmers, I know a lot of you tune in for our forecast. You've got a good forecast ahead. You get your hay up. And folks, if you want to give the AC a break, this is the weather for you. 73 in McFarland right now, 76 in Edgerton, 77 our friends to the north and west over the Wisconsin River Valley in Sauk City, 78 in the Wisconsin River Valley in our friends in Boscobel, and 72 in the Dells, 73 in Monroe. Gorgeous night tonight. Temperatures right now at 72 will slip down to about 68 to 70 by the time the show starts. By the time the show ends, you might want to pull that blanket around a little bit and still enjoy with temperatures in the low to mid 60s. I had mentioned that we will have a change in the weather a little bit earlier in our newscast, and we will, after days of sunny conditions, dry and less humid weather, the rain chances will be back in the forecast. Again, starting off in the 60s this evening, we'll go down to a low temperature as we track the evening to 54. That's pretty chilly. Might have a little bit of patchy fog in some of those low-lying areas. We'll do low to mid 70s for high temperatures on Thursday. So another gorgeous day Thursday, gorgeous on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, though, highs near 80 with the rain chances. That's the change coming in by the time we get to Sunday. Temperatures will return back to normal next week. That's about 82. We'll be below normal until then. And with that rain chances, daily rain chances, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week. And the overall weather pattern across the entire United States for the eastern 2/3 is going to be a little bit wetter than normal as we go into the end of July. So heads up, farmers and gardeners, those that are dealing with water. We actually have a little water standing over here on the grass. We're going to add more water in the future, and also the mugginess is going to return by the time we get a little bit later into the weekend. Don't want to stress that next week will be all day rain chances. I should emphasize we will have daily chances. Everybody stands the chance of getting wet. It's just not every day will you have a complete washout. There will be some dry time as we carry out into the wet period, carrying out into the latter part of the 10-day. Plenty more with RNC left in our show, coming up at 5 and 6 as well, and we'll be live downtown here for Concerts on the Square. We'll be right back.
Baraboo Furniture and Mattress is celebrating Wisconsin's hot summer months with a huge hot summer sale. Save from 20 to 60% off every item store-wide. Over $1 million of quality name brands on display in our beautiful new showroom, including Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, England, Ashley, Spring Air, Amish Furniture, and much more, all on sale. Get special free financing, all credit welcome. Hurry in today to the huge store-wide hot summer sale at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress, where your satisfaction is our guarantee.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy
to ooey gooey to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Choosing your own path. For those recovering from injury, illness, or stroke, choosing Encompass Health for inpatient rehabilitation may just be their most important choice.
Squeaky, creaky, leaky entry doors from big box stores should be ignored. Scott the window guy does entry doors. He can do yours and so much more.
We do entry doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
Don't miss Darlington's spectacular 175th celebration Saturday, July 27th with events on Main Street and at the festival grounds in Darlington. Enjoy a day filled with delicious food, craft and vendor fair, free inflatables for the kids, street dance, live music featuring Time Machine, and more. Mark your calendars and bring the whole family to Darlington for a day of fun, memories, and community spirit. Celebrate 175 years of history and heritage Saturday, July 27th in Darlington.
Hi, I'm Peter Gottlieb with the League of Women Voters of Dane County. In the August 13th primary election, voters will pick their preferred Democratic or Republican candidates for the United States Congress and the Wisconsin State Legislature. The winners will be on the ballot in the November 5th general election, which will include votes for president and state and federal offices. Learn more at vote411.org.
3 things to know. part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
New at 5, a shocking twist here at the Republican National Convention. One of Wisconsin's so-called fake electors is now a real delegate, what it means for the upcoming election.
We're live downtown for Concerts on the Square during our 5 o'clock show. I'll let you know when the picture-perfect weather will end.
And ahead at 6, back here in Madison, it's a trumpet extravaganza. We are live at the Capitol for Concerts on the Square. Get ready for some powerful music tonight at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
It is night 3 of the RNC, and of course there are a lot of big names on the Republican side speaking tonight, and that includes a lot of big names in Wisconsin politics who will take the stage. So yesterday we heard from Eric Hovde, who is challenging Senator Tammy Baldwin this fall.
Our Braden Ross spent the morning fact-checking that speech from last night, and she has this reality check.
Eric Hovde spoke for about 5 minutes last night here at the Pfizer Forum, making his case for why he should become Wisconsin's next U.S. Senator. Let's take a look at some of the claims he made and where they fall on our reality check meter.
Senator Baldwin has been a rubber stamp voting with him 95.5% of the time.
This is true. Data analysis by 538 found that Baldwin's voting record aligned with Biden 95.5% of the time. But one thing to note here, she actually has one of the lower Biden alignment scores among Senate Democrats, with 41 senators voting more closely with Biden than she has.
They've eroded us financially by racking up more debt in the last 3.5 years than our country's first 230 years.
This claim is false. Since September 2020, the U.S. national debt has gone up about $7.9 trillion. In the first 230 years of our nation, the U.S. has racked up about $8.5 trillion in debt.
Tammy Baldwin called the Biden administration the most successful in generations.
This is true. Senator Tammy Baldwin did say this on a podcast with Milwaukee journalist Dan Schaefer last month.
In terms of legislative accomplishments, it is one of the most successful administrations in generations.
Have questioned Baldwin's support for Biden after she did not appear with him when he visited Madison just a week after his debate with former President Trump. I asked her about that 2 weeks ago. She told me she will be supporting the entire Democratic ticket. For now, reporting in Milwaukee, this is your News 3 Reality Check. I'm Braden Ross.
Braden, thank you, and we will be following reality checks, filing them all election season, and you can find more information right now on our website at channel3000.com.
Well, next on Live at 4, the Republican vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance will speak at the RNC tonight.
It is J.D. Vance's big night, and we'll talk to the director of the Marquette Law School poll, Charles Franklin, what we can expect from tonight's speech when Live at 4 continues live from the RNC in Milwaukee.
Here's to sweet summer days together in Wisconsin. To discovering magic in every moment. Here's to supper club celebrations. And to a lifetime of memories. Here's to reconnecting through a world filled with wonder. And dancing until the sun goes down. Here's to those who Wisconsin.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
This summer, feel confident from head to toe with Sono Bello permanent fat removal and get summer body ready in just one visit.
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's biggest sale of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It will change your life. It did for me. I can't wait till the summertime hit. Hot Mom Summer, here I come.
Call 1-800-905-6520 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
My husband and I finally agreed that we need a new bathtub and shower. So he went right to work on handling the project. That's him going online researching bathtub and shower installers. And there he is, calling a few places to get an estimate. I think he's procrastinating.
Call 1-800-HANSONS for a new shower or bathtub you'll love. Installed in as little as 1 day.
It's okay. I called 1-800-HANSONS.
We custom fit your new bathtub or shower into your existing space for a fast, convenient, and hassle-free installation with any safety features your family needs. Safety bars, seats, and more with a no-leak guarantee.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna call 1-800-HANSONS.
That's great, hon.
Get 50% off installation or no interest and no payments for 1 year. Offer ends soon.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
I was raised by my wonderful grandparents who took care of me when my mother was struggling with addiction. Later, when Nana got frail, I was privileged to help take care of her. I believe it's our duty to honor our elders. So I've worked hard in the Senate to protect Medicare and nursing home care from those who've tried relentlessly to cut benefits. The least we can do is help those who've helped us. I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
Welcome back, everyone. We're a little over an hour away from the third night of speeches here at the RNC.
And tonight, Vice Presidential candidate J.D. Vance will take the stage to speak to the supporters for the first time since his nomination. Charles Franklin joins us now to give his take. And I wanted to start with this. So Mr. Vance has been widely criticized in the past for his support on a nationwide ban on abortion. He's been criticized for not wanting exceptions for rape and incest. He's also been criticized for his support of anti-LGBTQ legislation. So what does he need to say tonight to galvanize supporters and perhaps try to erase his past record on those issues?
I think most of the public don't know much about J.D. Vance. He's only been in the Senate for a year and a half. And while people very involved in politics have followed his rise, I don't think that's universal. Usually the vice president's speech is, first of all, to introduce them to the public, in which case he'll talk about positive things about him, and also to praise the presidential nominee and set up that part of the convention, Trump's speech tomorrow night. Democrats are going to be very quick with a lot of criticisms of Vance because he is very embedded in the new Republican populist issues and very strict abortion standards.
Well, he is from Ohio and has that Midwestern Rust Belt kind of ethic. Wisconsin is so important in this election. Do you think that for the thin line of independent voters that are still out there who haven't decided which way to go in this election, that could persuade them to the Republican side?
I think there's a real difference of opinion about this. You'll certainly hear from Democrats that Vance's issue positions are too extreme, and they will push that. But I think Vance does have a remarkable biography, a personal history coming up from poverty and drug addiction to where he is now. But I also think a lot of his issues have appeal to blue-collar workers. He's very in favor of protectionist trade policies, even talked about doing away with right-to-work laws and promoting unions. Those are not your typical Republican positions, and I do think they have some potential resonance with blue-collar workers who have been moving towards the Republican Party since Trump was first elected in 2016. I think Vance could be a boost with them, but he does come with those downsides of some fairly extreme policies that Democrats will use to attack him.
Well, Charles, thank you again for joining us, and we will be talking with you, of course, tomorrow night for Night 4 to hear your take on what former President Donald Trump needs to say during his speech tomorrow.
Thank you, Charles.
Thank you.
Well, it is a beautiful day for concerts on the square back in Madison. Let's check back to our very lucky coworker who gets to be outside today, Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
It's a beautiful evening to be downtown for concerts on the square. One of the best forecasts we've had the entire summer. The last couple of Wednesdays have been a bit on the warmer side. Tonight's going to feature being a bit on the cooler side. Temperatures in the 70s will actually get down into the 60s by the end of the show. Right now in Madison, here with our Edgewater Capital Skycam, which is right behind me here, we've got 72 beautiful degrees. The humidity is low. That's a measure of moisture, that dew point. When it's in the lower 50s, that's that refreshing stuff. That's open up the AC, or I should say turn off the AC, not open up the AC. Open up the windows is what I meant to say. 74 in Middleton right now, 73 in Deerfield, 77 to the southeast in Edgerton. Warm spot right now, that's Boscobel at 78 degrees. So we're all in the low to mid to upper 70s with low humidity values out here tonight. You're going to want to maybe bring an extra blanket. It might be a bit on the chillier side by the end of the show this evening, starting off at around 70 and getting down to the lower to middle 60s at show's end. Beautiful evening once again down here for concerts on the square. What's up against what do we have up against us after that for the rest of our forecast? Temperatures are going to be eventually getting back up closer to normal. We'll be having those temperatures getting back up into the 80s across the area by the time we get into the upcoming weekend. Graphics here, just having a brief little stop here, which is part of having all of the graphics out here live out at concerts on the square. But I'll just let you folks know what will happen here through the end of the upcoming week. Temperatures will stay in the upper 70s through the end of the week with dry conditions. As we get into the weekend, we'll go back up into the lower 80s, enter that rain chance as we go towards Sunday of the upcoming weekend. All of next week will feature daily rain chances Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at about a 30% coverage. So not all day washouts, but that rain chance will return next week. We'll be right back.
With Sweeto Metal Roofing, you get quality metal roofs installed by the best in the business. A metal roof means no fading, no storm repairs, true sustainability, and lower energy bills.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Service and savings. It's Woodman's.
Hi, we're the Woodmans. I'm Clint.
I'm Phil, saving you big time money on water.
32 packs of Niagara Purified Water or Chippewa Spring Water. $3.69 each or 2 for $7.
Hi, Caramba, hot prices on water.
$3.69 or 2 for $7.
We buy in truckloads. No one beats our price.
Better products, better prices, better service because we're employee owned.
It's Woodman's.
Right now, we're running our 60-60-60 sale, so when you purchase your new concrete coating, you get a $60 Visa gift card plus either 60% off installation or 60-month no-interest financing. This is one of our best deals of the year, so visit our website or call the number for your new floor today.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
It's going to be another sizzling hot summer. Don't burn up your money on high energy bills. Get new energy efficient windows from Champion.
We have saved 25 to 30% on our energy bill since installing the windows, which blew my mind.
Stay cool and save 35% off new Champion windows. Plus, get an extra $100 off every window. The more you buy, the more you save. Save 35% off your new Champion windows and $100 off every window you buy.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
New at 5, a shocking twist here at the Republican National Convention. One of Wisconsin's so-called fake electors is now a real delegate, what it means for the upcoming election. Plus, J.D. Vance gives his first speech as a vice presidential candidate in just a few moments.
You have a consumer issue and you keep getting the runaround. Need help?
It's call for action to help me. Nobody else did.
Contact our team by phone or on channel3000.com. Call for action only on News 3 Now, moving forward for you.
Well, take a look at this. Brady and I, of course, have been inside all week here at Media Row, but here's a behind-the-scenes sneak peek of what our outdoor studio has looked like this week.
Check it out. Our morning crew, along with Eric and Charlotte, well, they have been perched on top of the Baird Center this week. And look at this view of the RNC grounds. What a view it is. You can see City Hall along with UW-Milwaukee's Panther Arena, where we are, of course, and Pfizer Forum, where the convention is located. And Susan and I snuck out of our studio today, and we went up there, and it is a breathtaking view of the city.
On a day like today, it is beautiful. But check out this view of the monitor.
Look at this.
Yes, very nice.
And if you want to see a full glimpse of our little studio, I just tweeted a couple of pictures of what Susan and I see and what you see on TV, so it's kind of fun.
That's great.
We'll be right back.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Try out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Hey, y'all better get on these free fitness training sessions from Planet Fitness.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home?
Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down. $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th.
When a crane collapsed during construction of a major league sports stadium, 3 workers lost their lives. Their widows called us. When maintenance workers were permanently injured by an industrial accident at a public utilities power plant, the 7 injured workers called us. When a factory exploded, injuring dozens of workers, 18 victims, including all 3 families of men who lost their lives, called us. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Old windows? Compromise your home's comfort. Vinyl windows, a 1970s relic, aren't built for extreme weather. They warp and crack, becoming vulnerable to the elements. At Next Door & Window, we have the answer. Fiberglass. Our Ultrex fiberglass windows last up to 50 years, longer than any other window you can buy. And while other companies cut corners and never call you back, we've got your back. When you demand tomorrow's comfort, Next delivers. Visit nextwindow.com to learn more.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah. It's a huge deal. You also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
Get 4 free phones of your choice with no trade-in needed, plus 4 lines for $90.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
And that wraps up today's Live at 4 here from Milwaukee.
And tomorrow on Live at 4, we will be back here in Milwaukee for the final night of the RNC, and we will preview former President Donald Trump's big speech. Well, thanks for watching. Today, we're getting closer to night 3 of the speeches. What to expect from Vice Presidential candidate J.D. Vance. That's coming up next at 5.